Sounds
Ready
good
on
to
the
me.
timer?
No. I was looking up N64. Now I'm starting it.
You said starting it.
Oh. And started.
Good. Hello and welcome back to episode 27 of Breath of the Wild. I'm Vic,
27.
and I'm here with Tyson, and you're watching yet another Let's Play channel.
27?
27.
What message did you send me? You said something about 88 episodes?
84, yeah. Game Grumps, they got through Ocarina of Time in 84 episodes, and they also got through Majora's Mask in 84 episodes. Coincidence?
But remember, their episode lengths were only like 12 minutes long.
That's true. When they started Ocarina of Time, their episodes were just 10 minutes.
And then they don't do anything extra.
Yeah.
They got like half of the possible number of hearts, no Bigoron sword, no... I don't think they got like the ice arrows or anything.
No.
You know, like no optional stuff.
Do you see where this cube goes?
Uh-huh.
Where?
But...
Got him.
Gotti. No. No, this is like an advanced one. Look at this. Well, I'm looking at the screen
I see
with
it.
you. Oh, there
I
it
don't see it.
No, keep going. Keep going straight. Keep going straight. Right there in that hole. Right there. Left turn. Right there. Go forward.
Here?
Right there. Yep.
What? Why did you do
Whoops.
that?
Yay!
All right. Nice.
You did it.
I had not seen that.
Fine. We're good. Everything's
Okay.
fine.
17. 17 is a magic number.
Really? For one upgrade?
Yeah.
So, speaking of upgrades, emulators, man.
Oh, that's right. You were talking about picking up an N64, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at an N64 to get Smash Bros. And it comes with 4 controllers. And like it's used, right? It's all pre-owned, but like certified, you know, that it works. I'm sure.
Do you really think it's going to be that much better than playing it on emulator?
I tried playing it on emulator with a friend a while back, and we had, you know, USB N64 controllers, and we were playing it, and it felt chunky, it felt slippery, it felt like the Wii Smash Bros. It felt terrible.
See, and you're really down on the Switch Smash Bros, but I actually think that one controls pretty
I'm not a
good.
big fan of that either.
Look at all those slots.
Dang.
Love it.
That is pretty nice. Very nice.
All right, so now that we've got that out of the way, I think we ought to go after some towers, and I have some in mind.
Going up to the Winter Wonderland.
Yeah, actually, you know, we can do that, but we don't have to do that. We could go over to Rito Land first and do that one, because then we could go to their little tower and buy the Cold Resist outfit.
Cool.
So maybe that's a better one to do first.
Roger that. Let's do it.
How do we get there? Over here, I think.
Gonna be shrine hopping.
It's a good thing we've actually unlocked some stuff now that we're 26 episodes in. Can get around a little
it's
easier.
fine. It's fine. No divine beasts yet. It's fine.
I like to take my time, you know? I don't think this is actually where I wanted to be.
Yeah, you're down the hole.
Yeah, I don't want to be down in the hole. That's no good. I guess I'll go up here.
Heading up to the tower. Jumping from tower to tower.
Did you read the Michael Crichton book where they go back in time?
Looper?
I don't think it's Looper. No, they go back to like the Middle Ages or something.
Oh yeah, I saw the movie of that.
So I don't remember seeing the movie, but I do remember that in the book there was this thing where like every time they went back in time, it damaged them a little bit.
Oh.
Do you remember that?
No. Okay, maybe we're not thinking. Maybe it's something similar, but it was this group of people that
Banana.
they go back in time, and they can only go back in time with like artifacts from that time period. Nothing else travels with them.
No,
And
no.
then they
So
go back and they're mistaken for like spies or something
oh, okay.
for another
Yeah.
kingdom.
No, in this one, I'm pretty sure it's Crichton. They're using some kind of like quantum mechanics thing, and there are small errors in the transmission when they get sent back in time.
That's always good.
And so, like, the way the main character finds out that this is going on is they find this dead person with, like, really weird patterns in their bone structure. Because
Just
they're...
deleted pieces of their body.
Well, it's sort of like if you imagine their bones were digitized and then
Right.
reassembled, and there are, like, you know, little math errors. So you have little chunks of bone that are just, like, offset.
Right.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And apparently they did it so many times that eventually the errors accumulated and killed them.
Yeah. No, that's why I tell these people to be good at math, so that doesn't happen to them. That's a perfect real world example.
Hey, are you fixing your camera or what?
You're gonna transmogrify yourself and then lose lose your digits.
Yeah.
Literally.
Be like, what happens if I divide by 0? And then they just pop out of existence.
Like right in their chairs. Everyone's just like,
There we go.
you just scared those birds.
I scared those birds. Not as bad as you like to scare birds in Valheim.
Yeah, I'm really getting annoyed by that guy.
I tell you, if you would just talk to him, he would go away for a while.
Well, you know what? It was proof enough that you couldn't see him that he does not exist. So
Maybe I lied.
well, then we've got problems.
Yeah. But you didn't even think of that.
Nope. I am a salt of the earth, trusting boy.
Yeah, that's you.
What is that? Oh, I thought you could collect that. This feels very sketchy. This feels like you're walking towards something bad.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if there were some Lionels running around out here.
Right? Because there's nothing else.
And I'm also not convinced I'm going to be able to actually get to the Rito from here.
Right.
Did that fire
Where's
like
that?
just start
Smoke.
right in front of me?
Yeah, it like just started.
Huh.
What is that? I don't
Looks like
it.
a little camp.
Friends?
I mean, probably. Foot race.
Oh.
Ain't nobody got
Yeah,
time
no
for that.
thanks. You get like a purple roop.
Yeah, who needs roops?
Poor people.
Yeah, so I'm on the
People.
wrong side of this chasm.
Ooh, you gotta go hard right and then across the bridge.
What's that over there? That's a bridge.
Yeah, it looks like there's a bridge to either side.
So that's gonna be. Oh, is there a bridge behind me too? I don't
Yeah,
think
if
so.
you go up and across, and then look left.
Right there.
Yeah, it looks like if you follow the landmass all the way across.
Oh, but that's gonna take me into the Hebra area. which is all cold,
Ooh,
which is
and
where
chilly.
we don't want to go.
Too chilly.
Yeah. Oh, dude, speaking of chili. So I told you about how I was doing the home chef thing.
Yeah.
So last night's dinner was a quote-unquote chili.
And?
Well, so it's not like it tasted bad, but it was not chili.
Would they have like a jalapeno?
So for one thing, well, no, so we're talking Texas chili, not like New Mexico
Yeah,
chili.
beans.
Yeah.
Beans and
So, first of all, there were no beans.
excuse me.
Yeah. Second of all, it was more of the consistency of like a stew than like a chili. Like it was very wet.
Okay. Very wet.
It did have an entire poblano pepper in it, but it still managed to not be spicy, which was sort of impressive. I mean, poblanos aren't that hot to begin with, but
Get those seeds.
yeah. Well, and I left most of the seeds in when I cooked it, even though they said
Whoa.
not to. Yeah. But like I said, it's a poblano.
Bum bum. Bum bum.
So yeah, it was more like a beef stew with chili than it was like a Texas chili. But because it wasn't,
Indicator had a hiccup.
Hmm?
Sorry, I was grooving to your shrine indicator, and there was like it missed a beat.
oh,
Really weird. Oh, there you go. You should have added some spicy peppers to it.
I should have done. Yeah. All right. Well, since we're here, we might as well do this shrine, huh?
Yeah, I mean, this is like a landmark shrine. Get all the staple shrines. Those are easy.
Yeah.
These weird mushroom trees.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? I know
What?
this place. I've spent many hours at this place. This is the cheese for the dragons, one of the dragons.
Yeah. We're also not far from the area where you can gather up the gimp suit, which is, personally very exciting.
Right. Yeah, what you do is you start a fire, sleep till morning. The dragon comes underneath the bridge, you shoot it, and then warp back to this shrine and do it like 16 times.
All right. Here we go.
What's this one?
Aim for the moment.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah, huh?
Uh-huh. So I guess you just gotta knock it off its rocker and then it'll roll down. Yeah, I think that's what it is. You just gotta get to roll towards you.
So you hit
So
it
you
when
just
when it's at the apex.
Yeah, because otherwise it has that mesh in front.
But what if?
Well,
Come on.
I think you really got to get it at the top.
There we go.
There you go.
And then I gotta
Uh-oh.
actually get it.
I think that's good enough. There
Nice.
she go.
Now there was a
It'd be
chest
funny
back
if it
there.
had has like a lip. Oh, even better. I like it. You were very quick. You were very quick to go for that chest.
And it's probably got junk in it.
One might. I know what kind of swimmer you are.
You have always been the breaststroker.
The breaststroker. Wait, pick up your arrows. You need them. Now you're back at 999s.
Probably not. I burned up a bunch of arrows in the in-between episodes recently.
Oh, nice. What were you doing?
Just running around
Cutting
fighting moblins and stuff.
grass with them.
Oh,
Oh, there's another chest up there.
do I have
Oh, you
to...
can make it fall though.
I think you have to make it fall. I don't think I can reach that
Oh,
high.
I guess you're right. Yeah, I guess you're right. When you're right, you're right. Yeah. Nice.
Oh, this one's a magnesis chest. What's up with that? Falcon bow. Pshaw.
That's a speedy boy bow.
Yeah. Quick draw
Yeah,
bow.
it's not that great. Not that great.
So what are we doing now?
Well, you've got to find the shrine orb. Oh, there you go. Right there. You got to fly through there. Oh, look at you.
Okay.
I like it.
Mission complete.
Well, that was really easy.
Okay, so you finally watched that Game Grump episode where Aaron was talking about the good brain juice, right?
Dude, you got to get that good brain juice. You got to accomplish tasks to get the good brain juice. Otherwise, you get the bad brain juice.
Right.
Yeah.
So, how full of shit is he?
How what?
How full of shit is he?
Oh, because of the ADHD?
Yeah.
Maybe 50%.
So, for the record, Tyson and I are, I believe, both diagnosed with ADHD.
Yeah. Big time medicated as a kid.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think Tyson, that it's probably more severe for you than it is for me.
Don't you put that evil on me.
In fact, I would go as far to say that you probably still suffer from it more than I do.
Yeah, probably.
So I was medicated up into high school. I voluntarily went off of medication because, for one thing, I didn't like the stigma of going to the nurse's office to get pills in the middle of the day.
Oh yeah, is that the worst?
But I didn't particularly care for the side effects that the medication had. And so I chose to learn to live with it without the medication. And I did learn that caffeine is actually pretty similar as far as neurochemicals go. So it kind of helps, even though it's not as dramatic as the Ritalin.
Ritalin and Dexedrine is what I had.
Yep. I think I started out on Ritalin, and then they offered me Dexedrine for a while. And I did that, but the side effects were essentially the same for me. The only big advantage with Dexedrine was that I didn't have to go to the nurse's office anymore.
Oh. Yeah.
Because it was a time release thing. You could take it in the morning, and it would get you all day.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just remember one of those two. It was like a little gel cap that you could pull apart, and then the inside bits were these like little tiny spheres that were like yellow or black.
Yeah.
And that was just like, I was so bad. Like, I would pull those apart and then I would play with them. It's like, yeah, it was rough. Those are rough days.
Well, speaking of rough days, we've got one coming.
Oh, no. Oh, go, 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 go. Oh, wow. Oh, no. I thought he missed you.
I also thought he missed me.
Because the laser went away.
Yeah.
Oh, zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. Oh, nice. That's not too bad.
Yeah, good enough.
Wow.
So the thing that kind of bothered me about what he was saying about the brain juice, because he was talking about like what it takes to get
done.
Yeah, well, and more importantly, like what it takes to get the feeling of having accomplished something.
Sure.
Right? Because his assertion was that ADHD is that your reward center is screwed up and that you don't get the usual good feeling from accomplishing something.
Okay.
And
Yeah, that's right.
That's not my
what he
experience of ADHD at all. So I'm
Right.
curious about whether you agree with that part.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
My experience, if I go first, my experience is like the tasks you want to get done are pretty Herculean, but if you don't even get started on it, it just feels like this massive weight that's on you. And then you start getting distracted by more things, and it just kind of builds up and you get paralyzed. And
Right.
there's just so much going on.
Yeah, so you start out and you're like, oh man, I got to get this thing done. And then you start thinking about all of the subtasks that it's going to be involved, and it gets overwhelming. And then you wind up not doing any of it.
Right. Yep, because it's like getting started is the hardest part.
Right.
Like
yeah, so
today we had to clean up the garage, right? We're moving soon. We got to clean up the garage, so we have like an area to start packing stuff and storing it. And like the act of cleaning up our garage, because it's just like a complete hoarder's nightmare. It was like so overwhelming that it took me 3 hours this morning to get around to it.
Yeah.
Because I was just like putting it off and feeling sick at the same time.
Right. Yeah, so that is much more similar to my experience of ADD. And I would add to that, the other thing that I've learned is like there's a limited amount of making myself pay attention to something that I can do in a day. And it's like once that tank of attention is empty, I can't pay attention to anything. Like it doesn't matter how much I care about something, it's used up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
And the whole thing about structured procrastination, I feel like that's just a description of how everybody works.
Yeah, that ordering he was talking about, the ordered system of like, you'll come up with other tasks that supersede your task, and then you'll do those, and then eventually you'll come across a higher priority task, and then the one you were originally focused on gets done because now there's something more high priority. Like
Yeah.
that's a little bit. I think that's just the way normal things take place.
So the thing that made me think of was something that we talked about in a business management class that I took, where they talked about the psychology of rewarding people.
Yeah. Okay.
And one of the things that they talked about was this idea that so there are a couple of important lessons there. The first one is that like there's a certain point beyond which paying somebody more money doesn't make them more motivated to do a good job.
Oh yeah.
And so at that point, it's sort of like you have to figure something else out, right? Maybe you offer better benefits or like better vacation packages or stuff like that. Maybe you just take better care of people,
right?
But the other thing is that when you go and find somebody that does something because they love doing it, and you start paying them to do it, it actually makes it less fun for them.
Oh.
And that
really?
So that actually, it's sort of, it's a similar concept to cognitive dissonance. And it has to do with the way that we rationalize why we're doing what we're doing.
And if you start putting money in there, is that tied to some sort of like feeling of, instead of enjoyment, now there's a feeling of responsibility?
Right. Yeah. And you start telling yourself that you're doing it for the money instead of that you're doing it because you love doing it.
That's interesting. I need to remember that.
Yeah.
People keep saying I should sell my stupid paintings. And I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Well, so I think the trick is to maintain the right attitude about it, right? If you ever go into a situation where you're like, I'm going to paint this because I want the money, then you're doing it wrong.
Okay.
But, if you paint out of the love of painting and somebody says, oh, hey, that's a really cool painting, I'd like to buy it, and you say, sure, then
1
maybe
million
you can make
dollars.
it work, right? But I think that's tied into this idea of like the structured procrastination, right? Whatever thing is at the top of your priority list, you're probably doing it for the money. And so, that whole talk about how the things that Aaron's done that he feels have been most successful were side projects, it's because those were things that he was doing chiefly out of the passion for it. Whereas his highest priorities were like things that he's like, oh, I have to get this done because, my company is depending on me to do it or whatever it is. And I don't think that there's anything surprising in that. And I don't think that there's anything pathological in it. It's just
Right.
That's how brains work.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So that whole conversation kind of bothered me because I felt like he was just off target.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time.
Sure. But usually he's talking about bullshit, and so it doesn't matter if he's off target.
Yeah. Well, they usually preface stuff too. They're like, we don't know anything about this, but
yeah,
we're going to talk about it anyway.
Right.
Just like, I don't know anything about what was in those little pills.
Right.
But I played with them.
You know what else you play with is bananas.
Oh, are you kidding me?
That came out a little weird.
Yes. That's a little weird, not terribly weird. Oh, look behind you.
Look in front of me. What's going on behind me?
I like that. I like the thing above you. How come it's not doing the cutscene?
Which cutscene? Oh, you want me to look at that?
It should do the... Yeah, it should do the cutscene where it's like... Bwah,
I think we got to get closer.
There's a big machine. Oh, that's the worst kind.
Yeah, it is.
The electric kind are the worst. Uh-oh. Oh, man, you are just scoring. They've really made these the worst.
Get wrecked.
Wow, he didn't even have a chance. Nice.
Nope.
Very nice.
It's because I knew he was coming.
That's awesome.
And also, this is a really nice spot for it because there's basically nobody up here to mess with me except for him.
Excalibur.
Oh, hey. And I've got an empty slot. I don't even have to drop something for it.
I don't think I've ever noticed that.
This is not a spot that I frequently find myself in.
Right? Oh, there's that little shrine.
Yep. Where is the bridge? It's over there. Okay.
Oh, dude, this is the whole village.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? The Rito? Rito
It's
village?
the Rito, yeah.
Yeah. A whole bunch of shrines here.
Do you know the lore about the Rito? Because the Rito are one of the more glaring plot holes right now in the Zelda lore.
Are the Rito the birds you ride on in Sky Sword?
I don't think so.
But like, they gain sentience and they're just like,
there's something
by the way,
almost
screw
that
you.
weird.
No, I don't know anything about them.
So the first time the Rito pop up, as far as I know...
Oh, uh-oh.
That wasn't a good one.
And he blew up.
Well, something blew up.
Oh my goodness, look at that crater.
Wow. Oh, look how far...
gone?
Oh, crap, they're throwing bombs at me.
There's a lot going on here. Oh, they've got barrels aplenty.
I shot one, but it wasn't a fire arrow, so...
That's fine. He blew himself up anyway up there. Oh, he's going to grab another one.
Ha!
Nice.
Nope. Damn.
Oh, uh-oh.
There's two fairies down.
Oh, no, here comes another one. Yes, downward strike. hush your mouth with that.
This is my platform now.
They just get knocked.
I have the higher ground.
Bruh.
Okay.
Oh, Anakin.
Have some of your own medicine.
Nice.
What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, the Rito. So the first time they show up, I think, is in Wind Waker.
Oh, I've never played Wind Waker.
Oh, Wind Waker is great, and it's going to come out in on the Switch, so we're going to have to play it.
Perfect. Yeah, that's essentially what I was waiting for.
So in Wind Waker, if I recall correctly, the explanation for the Rito is that the Zoras evolved into the Rito.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
The Zoras
the Zoras.
turned in... The fish people turned into bird people.
Uh-huh.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, well, and the thing that's odd about that is that now in Breath of the Wild,
There's
which
both.
there are both Zoras and Ritos.
So there's like a weird hierarchy.
Yeah. Well, and of course, if anybody was ever going to watch this video, they might point out that that would be sort of like the people that are saying that, like if A evolved into B, then why is there still A? Right?
Right.
That's the one that they always say is like, if we evolved from monkeys, then why are there still monkeys?
Sure. All
Right.
right.
And maybe that will be the answer is like, yeah, some of the Zoras evolved into Rito and some of them stayed Zoras.
But we make fun of monkeys and put them in cages.
There are some people that I wouldn't mind making fun of and putting in cages, so...
Fair. Oh, hey.
Is it time?
Time for next time on yet another Let's Play.
All right, so that's it for episode 27 of Breath of the Wild. Come back and see us again in
Also
episode...
a prime number.
Yeah, don't forget that he teaches math class. And if you don't know where that joke came from, that's because you are not watching our Valheim series, which you really should because it's fun. And Valheim is so what's the word from Zoolander that he likes to use? I don't know. And Tyson, it looks
Epic.
like his audio just crashed. It's not epic. Anyway, come see us again in episode 28, which is a prime number, for more shrines and a new outfit. Talk to you soon.
Let's do it.